Hello everybody, welcome to the Ones Within episode 11 anime review. For our penultimate episode, I believe we've got 12 episodes. I'm almost positive we do. Anyway, for a penultimate episode, not a lot really happened. We finally focused on a character who, let's be honest, hasn't had much to do in the grand scheme of things as opposed to everyone else, so that was nice. But it also leaves me with I don't know what we're going to do for the last episode, because I thought that last episode would focus on him. But instead, I have no idea. We'll get there when we get there. Let's start at the beginning, because that's, chronology, chronology, it's an easy word to say, is a good thing, and we should be thankful for it. Let's start at the beginning. We open up with a flashback of Aikawa and some girl. I don't know who this girl is. Would have liked more information about that. It's just some girl he liked. Packer tells everybody he wants to start the next game, but it's kind of funny. He just sticks his head out because he's like, nobody likes me anymore. That was funny. They've got half the views they need. They're on 50 million or whatever. I think it was 50 million. They've got half the views they need. That's all that matters. Then there's capsules. So then they go in the capsules and get scanned, but some of them wake up and some of them don't wake up. The ones that don't wake up are little kids now, and they've got to look after them. The ones that are big are Akatsuki, Oshigiri, Anya, and Karen. Easy name for me to say. It's the four, they mention it, that did the first challenge, episode 1. I was like, glad you told me that, because there's no way I would have remembered that. Okay. So yeah, they're looking after him all. Baby Aikawa is in a corner in his own little world, kids do that. Lunchtime and stuff. Oshigiri can touch the girls if they're little. Not like that, don't be weird about it. Akatsuki is a really good dad all of a sudden. And then Oshigiri tells them all Aikawa's acting strange. I haven't gone through exactly what they do to look after them. There was some piggybacking and there's a lot of stuff, but if I went through all that, nothing stood out for me to mention it. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I wasn't the biggest fan of this episode, honestly. It felt like a lot of fluff and then 5 minutes of good stuff, which, I like this show well enough. I think it could have done better than that. We get Aikawa's dream next, and it's quite interesting, or nightmare if you will. So his parents were fighting, and then the girl, my interpretation of this, which could be completely wrong, is that girl he liked wasn't real, she was just in the dating sim. Am I looking way too far into that? Maybe, but I don't know. Akatsuki wakes him up from the nightmare and goes, "Oh, I love you," and gives him a big old hug. And I was like, that's going to spark him, but it didn't. So, you tried, Akatsuki. You tried. The other three have started blossoming. They've blossomed. Onigasaki goes in the girl's bath and then he blossoms. Gee, I wonder what could have... Yep, so we'll just move on from there. Packer says, hooray, you cleared it. But then he's like, alright, fix Aikawa. You've got a day. So yeah, they try and get him back to normal. Doesn't work. Then Akatsuki goes to the pod room, so not the baby, the pod, with real size thingy in there. Also the other three are back to normal size and helping now. And then he talks about love a bit, Akatsuki, and then he's like, it's fine to love people even if they don't love you. That should be enough. And I'm like, okay, I see what you're going with this. And then Aikawa knows that his parents didn't pay him no attention and she didn't like him either. And then they say accept it a lot, so I guess he accepts it. And then he starts blossoming. Oshigiri calls him by his name, and then he buds like a little flower, and it turns back to normal, I guess. Then at the very end, Packers like, it's time for the real fun to begin. So I guess there's going to be a big old real fun. I'm going to assume that was the end of the episode, basically. Next episode, I think we're going to focus on Akatsuki. Maybe he's going to have something to do, because we know what Yuzu is, in the grand scheme of everything. I think Akatsuki is going to be something as well, and I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't think he's just a normal boy. But I could be wrong. I enjoyed this episode well enough. Honestly, I don't have a lot more to talk about this episode, which sucks because it's been quite short, and I don't really want to put out a super short video. But I don't want to ramble either. But yeah, it was fun. I like the Aikawa stuff, but that was 5 minutes. It was built throughout, but most of it was just fluff. And fluff has its place, but maybe not on episode 11. If you know what I mean. I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to ask for. Well, anyway, I'm just going to end it here. thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Sorry it's quite short, but wasn't a lot for me to talk about, so what do you want me to do? If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing and stuff. There's other reviews and all the stuff because there's a lot of anime. I will see you next week, and bye guys.